And what's stopping us from making this transition to blockchain? Because there's a lot of entities and governments resisting this,
Yeah.
resisting
Well,
that
well,
control.
because because governments have persuaded themselves that one of their greatest powers is just to print money, and uh, and if governments can print money, money really doesn't mean anything. I mean, money is just an expression of government willpower and extravagance and political pandering. And money no longer is an information tool that guides all economic behavior and the information theory of economics that I'm developing.
Right. And so, how do we make this transition into this using this blockchain layer around the internet to get this security and get us, a real form of money? Because it seems like there's a bunch of bumps in the way.
Yep.
With also currently of understanding right now these volatile cryptocurrencies that
Yeah.
we don't know how to use as money. They don't feel like money. They
Yeah.
scare us. How do we make that transition?
I believe that this transition is underway, and all around the world, experiments are now being conducted with blockchain. And once blockchain is linked to some standard that resembles gold, so money all around the world is valued by the same physical constants that make it function as a metric rather than as a central bank model. It's I think is that's the crucial thing. And Xi Jinping in China has just endorsed blockchain. He gave a long speech to his central committee of his Communist Party saying that blockchain was going to be a core technology for China. Facebook is trying to adopt blockchain. Google has various blockchain projects. JP Morgan Chase, all over the world, people are experimenting with blockchain. And once it gets established, once really superior money is launched, I believe more and more people are going to use it. People are already using Bitcoin for all its flaws. Whenever there's a real economic crisis in Greece or Zimbabwe or Venezuela, Bitcoins became a salvation for an economy where the money had been destroyed by government. And I believe that we're in the process now of evolving a new world economy around blockchain. But this is the period which I always call in the diving board model of the economy, where all the entrepreneurs, they go out to the end of the diving board and say they're going to do this and that, and they degree of difficulty 1,000 or whatever, and then they dive and disappear, and all the people around the swimming pool say, hey, that guy's never going to come up. This is the end of that project. But the fact is, this is when all the creativity really happens, during the phase when the money has been invested. There's been some, just in ERC20 tokens from Ethereum, which raised some $20 billion for thousands of crypto projects in the last few years. There's all sorts of creativity and invention going on. And I believe most of these are going to fail, and many of them, more than half of them, have already failed. But ultimately, someone's going to get it right. And maybe Satoshi will get it right again. Who knows? But they do have to understand that money is a measuring stick. It's not a speculative asset. As long as they imagine that they're going to get rich by HODL, that's holding, Bitcoin it's called HODL.
Oh, yeah.
As long as people imagine that money can be a speculative asset where you get rich, they're going to fail. Money has to be a measuring stick, and you have to be able to issue as much of it as the economy needs. As what controls the quantity of money should be the number of projects that entrepreneurs are willing to commit themselves to and borrow money to pursue. And that's what limits the money supply, not some rule, as Milton Friedman proposed, of having a limited, rigid, mechanistic monetary system where all the adjustments come in the price of the money. Money has to reveal prices, not set prices.